Yo guys,
Hey everyone.
we are casting Division F. This is second place versus third place at the moment. I'll quickly look up what the decider here is. So first place doesn't play this week. So Bears Brawlers 256 still have a chance to overtake them and win their division. So it's an important match. Both teams are locked, so without much further ado, I think the light drop is ready to go. So for PPB, we have 3 linebackers, an Arctic Cheetah, and a Mistinx. That's interesting. Arctic Cheetah not being the tankiest.
256 is 2 linebackers and 3 Vipers.
I would favor the Vipers here, simply because they can dish out more DPS and they are tankier.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if they just focus fire.
Then again, if those are medium pulse. Small pulse like machine guns, SRM linebacker, okay, and small pulse SRM. Yeah, those aren't great against lights. It's a shard, I would guess 8 machine.
Small pulse.
Just 6 small pulse.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the Mistinx is also just normal machine guns and small pulse.
The linebackers.
Yeah, it's there's an SRM linebacker and a list SRM small pulse. That's not great because you can't focus the legs on these light drops. 256 bringing 4 SRM6, 2 Flamer on the linebacker.
Ooh,
on both.
Yeah, they have Flamers.
Flamers are going to be interesting, especially because PPB is taking a lot of small pulse. They're getting the circle down to 30 seconds. 29. Okay, 29 is an important point, because at this point if it stalls, even if 256 killed like both alpha and beta, they would still lose out on time.
Ooh, they could catch out the cheater, or yeah.
Oh yeah, but the linebackers are completely, as soon as they see those linebackers up top, they have to push. There they go.
Viper's gotta lead that. They're being too
and the Mistinx is running, and the Cheetah isn't there.
Okay, nice.
He did get out.
They were a little late on the engage.
He has an orange armor leg. And now those two are cut off with the linebackers only coming in from the back. Not really taking fights.
Linebacker just isolated himself. It's really bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's already almost lost both legs. That's over for.
I think it's basically.
He tried to support the Cheetah, but he couldn't get up without jump shots. He was next on jumping though. Yeah, now it's just a brawl.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, 5v4 makes this pretty solid. They do take down one of 256's linebackers, and they're still pretty fresh. But that Arctic Cheetah is getting really cagey.
Yeah, another linebacker's about to go down.
Yeah, that's the second linebacker to go down. 256's Viper's legged.
One Viper's dead.
Here goes this. Okay, that's all the linebackers for PPB.
Yeah, should just be 256's win.
I mean, that's the point of, as soon as you bring small pulse, you will win those like 100, 200 meters trades, but as soon as it evolves into a full brawl, you just don't have the heat or the DPS compared to those Vipers.
Yeah, and also just losing a linebacker at the start was just pretty bad for them.
Yeah. So we see Yeah, the Viper doing 400, linebacker doing 400. Linebacker farming more with those SRMs than I thought. On the other side, the Misling's getting, again, machine guns mix, getting high damage. So while I set up the lobby, we can take a look at the what went wrong there in terms of positioning.
I think yeah. So they had like two lights stay in the center, and they try to flank with the linebackers. Then they just all went. If
Yeah,
they
so
engaged a
we
lot
had,
earlier.
at the start we had like PPB's lights here and their linebackers here, and then 256 just clumped over here, noticed the two lights, went here, and in response the linebackers from the other team went all the way around here, and by the time they did that they were already lost a lot of health on their Arctic Cheetah's legs.
Yeah.
In
And then one of
these,
the linebackers split up too from the pack, and then try to help the cheetah.
yeah, in these
Split
light
up.
drops you just can't afford to take anything that's not in your favor. You can't afford to get split up and like ganged up on.
Yeah, maybe if they had like a scout, they could have scouted, see all five of them come in the circle. They could have backed up, should have retreated back to the linebackers and regroup and just push them together.
Yeah. And the next drop is what, 300 tons?
Should be, yeah, 300.
On Emerald Bales. Again, knowing 256 as a team, I expect a very brawly deck. Maybe something like 5 Hellfires. But this is the tonnage where you can start to see heavier and less pushy decks.
Like an anchor mech in the back.
Yeah,
Skirmers,
especially
maybe.
with PPB on team 1, which is usually like the side that's favored for trading or for sitting back in these matches. It's possible to like set up what, a Mad Cat or something back here, and then have your light mechs hold the circle here.
Yeah.
But they're already locked. I must say both of these teams being pretty confident and quick with their mech selection. Looks like 256 is gonna leave 5 tons open here. The only thing that really tells us is that it's not 5 Hellfires.
Yeah. That's not. I'm not ready. Vampy.
Also means they have at least one mech with like a 5 not round tonnage, so maybe Black Lanyards? They're pretty strong in this tournament.
Yeah, everyone's locked.
Now we're locked.
Yeah, they ended up being
Still
295.
295.
Yeah.
So I expect lanners. Please do not disappoint me. I mean, they did take, what, 2 linebackers last time? So 3 linebackers, 2 lanners. No, wait, that's over tonnage. 3 lanners, 2 linebackers again. Very wild guess. And what did they bring? Not at all what I expected. 2 Marauder 2Cs, a Night Gear, and dual Mistlings.
For 256?
Yes. 2CAs, so DACA Marauders. I don't know if I like those choices. Those are pretty easy to just strip the side torsos off.
Is the Nike or DACA too? Is that one trade?
It's a D, so presumably AC-10 Peep. Haven't seen it yet. Take a look.
UX. Nike.
It's 6 UX2.
6 UX2s, then yeah.
And then, yeah, triple Ultra 5 on one of the Marauders. And 2 UX10, 1 UX2.
Other team, we have 2 Mad Cats. One's LB20, Serms. Another one's LB10, a UAC10, it's like a DACA and a Brawl.
Ah, that's a brawly DACA build,
The Shard
though.
is returning. Shard, 6 small pulse.
Yeah,
We have a
that's interesting.
Mistlinks and oh, a rifle.
The Mistinks. And the Rifleman 2C2, which I'm assuming, is just sitting up at the back. 6 AC2. So there's gonna be some form of fight between that and the Night Gear, I think.
They're probably just gonna stay on their half of the circle and just wait to
Which,
receive.
at this range, I think the Rifleman wins. PPB has the circle first. So they do get that advantage.
And now they can just hide back and wait.
Let me see the
Rifleman
Marauders moving up and the Night Gear going up on the ramp. If they get to mid-range trade, they can definitely out damage those 2 Mad Cats, but if they get too close, they're gonna get brawled by a LB20 SRM1.
Okay, that Rifleman's down.
Yeah, that Rifleman lost its trade. Kuriyami and that Night Gear is shooting him a lot. Yeah, not a lot of armor loss, still completely functional as a mech, but can't keep steering for free. There it goes again. Those Marauders pushing though, that's dangerous.
They definitely should just play back.
Yeah, they don't know about the Mad Cat. They can't know. That's a... Oh, wait, no, the UAV's too far away.
Look at this Mad Cat, he might round the corner, or the Marauder. And the Mad Cat might be able to get a good offense.
Oh no, but no, it's not turn. The Rifleman is getting even more damage. Almost open on the CT. He really needs to stop trading and just...
Yeah. Just to find position.
At this point, that Mistlings has seen where they all are, so the Mad Cat's now coming around. Oh.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Yeah, but it's spread all over, so... Now the Night Gear is engaged farming, and the Rifleman can do something.
Marauder's kind of leading the push by himself here. Mistling's trying to help him, but they're both pretty weak. They could just lose 2 mechs right here. They need to follow up from the back.
Yeah, both the Marauder and the Mistlings are pushing in here, but really hurt.
Okay, now they're finally coming. The Rifleman should be joining the fight. Yep, Rifleman's getting lines now.
Oh, they're just going legs on everything. That Mistlings is open all over. One of the Mad Cats finally down. But there goes the Mistlings. That was an ammo explosion, that's why the screen went dark for a sec.
Mad Cat 2 is putting it.
And yeah, that Mad Cat really just needs to turn around and shoot the Marauder. But with both the Shard and the Mistlings on it, that's gonna be very... And the Rifleman's just there farming away. And there's nothing Kuriyami can do with 6 UX2s. But now move up and try to do a 1v4.
I think the Marauder pushed up way too early without his team.
Yeah, they we're winning trades against that rifleman, and here's the thing: is you can't move against such a wall with your assaults without knowing what's on the other side on this map. Because as you can see, there can be a little mad cat on the other side that will absolutely ruin your day. I'll quickly put in the score. It should update. So we have the rifleman farming a lot, 600. The night
Still
gear
putting
with
work.
430. And then, yeah, the brawl mad cat just sitting there, having a field day as they walked in. One single UAV would have changed that match.
Yeah, for sure. They just had no clue about the Mad Cat.
You put up one single UAV right next to the Mad Cat at the wall. You see a Mad Cat with Brawl. You just walk back, and it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. If they knew that Mad Cat was there, there's literally zero reason to push that. But maybe one of the mislinks is they probably should have walked up to put up the UAV.
Yeah. What's the next map? I'm gonna go to Forest or Vitchik. Have to ask the teams if they want to play Vitchik or not.
Yes.
Oh, so we do get to play that new map. Luckily, I won't
Nice
get
to
the
see
pink
most teams.
glitch, so the cast will be fine.
Yeah, it's nice to see teams experimenting on the map, trying different things.
Yeah. Well, Vitchik at 350 tons. There is some merit to. I'll pull up the map strategy. There's some merit to sitting in the back for these, like around the high walls. Not
Yeah,
all the way
definitely.
in the back at the wall of the map. You could, but it doesn't get any sight lines. But since you can pretty much ignore the low ground completely, you can set up these back mechs, and as they come up here or here up the ramps, you can just get free shots because all of this is an open ground. So one or two laser vomit, large pulse. If you are confident with your aim, something like AC-10s, UX. High DPS, medium range, big mechs.
Yeah, definitely. I also think Pop Tarts have some potential too. You could
Yes,
easily
I
force the
mean,
two
if
anchor
only
assaults
this
down.
wasn't clan only, if only we could bring the snub mediums. It's a little too long range for your PPC Pop-Tarts. Short range, I mean. They're too prone to getting pushed.
Team 1 is locked. I'm waiting for Team 2 now.
I mean, we could see 5 PPC summoners.
5 PPC.
No. 5 summoners.
Oh,
All of
okay,
them
okay.
have quad peep, of course.
Of course, of course.
Of course, quad peep. You do not need armor.
Might as well just alpha them too and turn on override.
Yes.
Getting that big pinpoint.
I think there's 2 mechs in the game that can alpha quad ear peep on the clan side.
Team 2
It's
gonna lock.
the Highlander
20
2C and the.
tons. Yeah, they're 20 tons
Holy
short.
shit, 20 tons. 330. Alright, what's 330 divided by 5?
Be like
65
something.
and a bit. I'm gonna say this has something to do with linebackers.
Maybe they plan to do a push.
Think something like maybe Warhammer 2C sitting in the back, 3 linebackers on a black lantern. That would fit, right? But I might be wrong again.
Let's see.
I am. They're bringing
Kodiak.
Marauder 2Cs again.
Marauder 2C. Another. The other
3
team
of
is
them.
Kodiak 3 with 3 Orion 2CAs and a Mistlinks.
That is really interesting.
Yeah. Probably.
What is on that Kodiak? Is it AC-10s? It's AC-10s. It's the exact thing I said earlier, where you just sit in the back and wait for them to come up.
Let's see.
For
Yeah, quad
AC-10 1
AC-10
EFP.
near PPC. And the Orions, yeah,
Mistlinks
just Brawl
and of
Orions.
course Brawl Orions. I don't like these Brawl Orions because you can just take the left shoulder off and they're pretty much stripped. I would take the 2cc, but it doesn't matter much. Again,
Yeah,
triple
sorry.
UAC 5 year med, triple UAC 5 medium pulse, dual UAC 10, 1 UAC 2.
So
And
what
a
about the Marauders
triple UAC
back?
2 Huntsman. Oh, and the Huntsman's gonna go all the way up. So we're
So
playing
yeah,
a
they're
full
definitely just gonna
DACA
receive.
receive deck here.
This could be good for them.
With
They really
one
focus fire. Just shoot
Mistlinks
them as
with
they come over
mixed
the ramp.
machine gun. That's going to be interesting because both teams kind of want to receive this.
Yeah. They have to make sure to focus that Kodiak. I don't know if they're gonna see it in time. Kodiak just
I think
melts everything.
256's deck is stronger. Because you can't rush it that well. It's a receive deck. And in trades, that one Kodiak will definitely lose to 4 mechs. So you're taking some damage. Still pretty fresh though.
Yeah.
The Orion 2C, see that left torso already getting like slight orange. Not very nice.
Mistlinks are just waiting around the corner.
Oh, Vampirek just getting the Kodiak treatment.
Look at the Mistlinks' decal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And again with these Marauders as well, you just need to take off the right side torso, and they have no weapons.
Yeah, that's
So like
all they're
3
done.
good shots from the Kodiak, and they're pretty much done.
Yeah, they don't plan to push. They both are planning to receive. This Kodiak is taking a little too much
Yeah,
damage.
they're gonna. I mean, the Kodiak's still fine. With one of the
Actually,
Marauder
yeah.
2Cs being super
Yeah,
hurt.
I didn't see the Marauder. Yeah, he got hit a lot.
Exactly. Now is the point where that Kodiak should slowly start telling its Orions to like just push, because that you see the Huntsman all the way on
Yeah,
like
the Huntsman.
on the edge of
He's
the
going
map.
on the flank.
Just ignore it. Just push. It can't do anything about you. But Kuriyami's sitting here. He's gonna be in their backs. They have to know he's there. They have a UAV up. Let me quickly pop into someone's cock.
Artillery strike.
Oh, they don't know. They
shot it
They
down.
don't see it. They must have seen it
They just
earlier.
shot it down. They just shot it down.
Yeah, they must have seen it earlier.
Yeah, this Huntsman's getting some good angles right now.
Yeah, they're just getting farmed right now by like that Huntsman getting a lot of angles on them. So at this point, they need to just send their Orions in.
Yeah, I think as the Hunts, yeah, you're just gonna keep on shooting.
Yeah, they're still pretty fresh. But that call's not going to come, and basically what's happening right now is you have the Mistlinks is doing nothing, and then you have a 1v4 between Malstrix and 256. And it's not gonna go PPB's way, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's looking more 256 right now.
They need to just suck it up right now and just W key across the top. They just
One of the Orions fell down. Oh, they're all dropping. They're gonna push. Yeah, it looks like they're pushing now. Okay. They should see this Mistlinks right.
Yeah, they are finally pushing. They are pushing the right side, but Hammer's gonna drop. That's huge. All of them are gonna drop.
The Mistlinks should go now. Yeah, he
That
knows.
is
Okay, he's going
that
for
is
the
horrible.
Yeah, that Kodiak
Because
should
there's
just dead
no
now.
way to get back up. They have to go all the
Just
way
rush the Kodiak.
around.
Nice. Yeah.
So now that is a
he's not
huge
pushing
blunder
it.
by PPB.
Yeah, it's game.
That's one of the Orions down. And now those Marauders are just getting to free farm from top.
Mislinks is playing so passive. He should just go in there. Guess he doesn't really need to though. There's no point.
Yeah. And here, Tropico going all the way around the back up the ramp when it's a Mislinks should have just jumped up and like got onto Vampy or something.
Oh, one of the Orions is trying to sneak up on them from the back. Tropico Thunder.
That's a
Oh,
Mislinks.
not Mislinks. Yeah, no, I
I was surprised he didn't
And
just
he
jump
dropped
up
down.
directly and rather opted to go all the way around.
That Mislinks, he could have done a lot of damage. Maybe. Yes, he gave up.
Marauder lost the wrong side. Oh. All of them still have weapons. That's not good. I mean, this match is already over.
They just have to keep their distance.
I totally know why they dropped though, but you just can't do it.
It's nothing much you can really do against this deck when you have a brawl push.
They could have
just have to
won. They
win
could have
it.
easily won. They won the initial trades with their Kodiak. Got one down to like 66%.
At that point, you just have to like push. You can't just.
At that point, you just double your key and you win because they simply don't have the health anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially against those Marauders, if you get 2 mechs, if it can't shield anymore because he's surrounded, you just take one side ToS off. But with how it looks, they're all gonna survive.
Huntsman's gonna go down
Monsoon
probably.
getting ganged up. Oh, he still has all the components. Tekka's gonna die.
His legs are buff.
Shadow can't expose to him. Oh no, he is gonna die. The Mislinks is too fresh.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that Orion is now gonna
Orion
gonna
tried to get
disappear.
Marauder too. Oh no, the Marauder's kind of fresh. Not fresh, but yeah, no, you can't get him.
Yes, fair Mislinks 1v1.
Yeah, well played by 256.
I don't think that was so much well played by 256 as it was just a huge throw by PPB.
Yeah, true. Same time, I feel like they did fine though.
Yeah, I mean, they all played well except for that one moment where
I feel like that Mislinks could have just rushed the Kodiak much earlier. It's completely isolated and weak. You just get some back shots in, just
yeah.
kill him, get him at the fight.
So yeah, we have the Kodiak doing 750 damage again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty much a 1v4. Marauder 2Cs all doing 480, 490. The Huntsman doing 400, and then the Mislinks, of course, not doing much the entire match, but pretty equal damage spent there. What I mean when I say a huge throw by PPB is that they were both teams were trading across the ramps, and you won the initial trades with your Kodiak onto the Marauder 2Cs, which are all sitting like right here. And then, I mean, the move then is to just push up because you need to get your Orions into play. But what they did is they went up here, which is totally fine. But you have to stay up top. They dropped down low because they got shot, which is, of course, your instinctive reaction as a brawler is, I get shot from long range. I don't want to be in that situation. I'm going to go to cover. But it's a deadly trap on this map because everywhere down here is just low ground. And the only place you can get back up to them is either you go the exact same way again and you get shot for the exact same amount again, or you go all the way around and up here. There's really only this way and this way to get to this entire platform. And you just can't afford to drop down. If you drop down, you're just throwing the match.
And even if they try to come up from behind, they can just go up the ramp and just turn around and just giga farm them as they walk.
Yeah, exactly. So like all you do by dropping down is
just cucking yourself.
Press the repeat button on what you just received in terms of damage.
Yeah.
Ah, we're gonna move to assault now. So assault on Grim Plexus. If we see rushes here, I'm gonna be surprised. But there's no more Marauder 2Cs for 256, so maybe I'm gonna be right with my predictions this time. Complexus Assault. I mean, one obvious choice here is to just stack mechs across this wall. Of course, you can sit like direwolves on Hamburger Hill. You have 400 tons. There's a lot to do with that. I mean, we'll see what these teams actually bring. If they lock as quickly as they have before. So team 1 is locking everything in Alpha. Alpha Bravo. That looks like a rush deck, I'm not gonna lie. Looks a little bit like either a full wall stack or a rush deck, so 400 tons with a rush. I mean, 5 gargoyles.
Charleston, neither teams look to be taking control of Hill. They're both all spawning as far away as possible.
No, Charlie is actually closest to Hamburger.
No. Oh, my bad. I reversed.
Yeah, and they're spawning their like
Never
one
mind.
of their mediums, I guess.
Okay, they probably plan on taking Hamburger. Okay, never mind. Yeah, maybe they probably are just taking both hills and.
Either both hills or 256 is rushing. Let's see when team 2 locks we can go. I'm gonna have to switch sides.
Okay.
And let's go. So what do we have? Do we have 5 gargoyles? Am I finally right for once? I am not. 3 Mad Cats. They like the DACA. So I'm gonna spawn in team 2.
So it's 3 Blood Asps and a
3
Rifleman 2C.
Blood Asps and dual Rifleman 2Cs. I'm gonna guess those are AC2 Rifleman 2Cs.
Probably.
And then Blood Asp A, Blood Asp Rancor. Looks a lot like ER large Blood Asps.
Let's see.
6 AC2.
DACA Blood Asp. DACA and the Air Large. They have a mixture.
6 ER large. DACA with ER micros and close range DACA. And
It's
on
probably AC5s or PPC. Oh no, okay, DACA, UX.
on 256, I'm gonna guess it's UAC 2s on those Evan Jags and
Yeah, full DACA.
UX on the Mad Cats. UAC 10, UAC 5, quad UAC 10. I like you.
On which one?
On a Mad Cat, quad UAC 2
That'd be interesting.
and quad UAC 2. So pretty standard builds there. Both teams opting for like 2 long range DPS heavies and then like more mid range DPS assaults. Where I would probably go exactly the other way because your heavies are going to move up faster. It's gonna be an interesting Naka fight.
Probably. Oh, no, the ear large. I thought the ear large would set up on hamburger. He's moving.
No.
Oh, no, he is setting up hamburger.
PPB has, I think, more firepower, but is a lot more fragile with their setup. Meanwhile, 256 has pretty sturdy mechs.
Yeah, they're just gonna hold. Wait for
Yeah,
them
they're
to
just
come.
gonna hold right there, and the other team's just
The
gonna
Ebon
hold
Jags
hamburger.
also plan on just like it's me a hold v hold.
The joys of assault.
Yep. Yeah, both teams are just gonna camp base.
But
Except
256 is
This
gonna
ear
have to move
large.
up because that ER large Blood Usp is
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
destroy Evan Jags in trades.
They should realize that. Yeah, see, they seem to be getting down. They're pushing up now. It's good.
So yeah, now they're sitting here, which is still, what, 900 meters from the ER large Blood Usp? And those two riflemen. So PPB actually having 3 trade mechs. There's nothing these Evan Jags can really do.
Yeah. They just have to get close before they get chunked down too much. Try to win closer range.
They do have one of their riflemen like down low with 0 angles at all, which is pretty weird considering they're only trading 2v2 right now.
Yeah, he should definitely go up. Yeah, he's going up now. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Monsoon getting really hurt in that damage. Almost cored already. Meanwhile, PPB is really fresh. They need to move their Mad Cats up at this
And
point.
They have to. They just keep getting chunked down. They're Ebon Jags. Yeah. This one's almost cored. They're both almost cored CT.
I mean, they did play the rock, paper, scissors on that. Like a full trade deck will lose to a full rush deck, I think. A full Daka will lose to full trade. But
They're still just hiding. They should realize
both those
there's
Evan
no
Jags are just
reason-
getting really hurt for no reason at all.
Yeah, there's no reason for PPB to push up here. They should realize that. They just have to.
They
hold
just have to
W.
sit right where they are and just play it the exact same way. And 256 has to move up now. They're just bleeding armor on their Urban Jags again.
They should have moved up a long time ago.
I just see those Mad Cats like standing still. Aiming at this entrance. And PPB can just sit in the back.
Monsoon tries to go left and get an angle, but it's now almost dead.
Yeah, he's... Oh yeah, orange CT already, that's hurt to a point where you can't afford to peek with a Daka mech, like pretty much at all.
They're all just clumped up in their base. I think even at this point.
I mean,
if
the only
they
chance they
thought-
have now is just time the match out and deny points.
Yeah, exactly. PPB should just start like a left push, maybe a wide left push. Maybe farm them.
Yeah, I mean they can
They
totally
want-
do it. But then they would run into those Mad Cats.
They're probably waiting a little longer for the timer tick down.
And now 256 again doing a split, like doing a split movement with the Mad Cats not moving in at the same time. Both those Evan Jags just
Okay, finally they're moving in
getting
now. They
punished for it.
realized-
Yes, but those Evan Jags can't afford to do
It's-
anything at the moment.
Yes, now it's just a 3v5. My Jack's still pushing up.
And PPB doing the smart thing. They know those Jacks can't just stand out in the open and stare or move up. They have to play around cover, so they can pull back behind this hill very simply, and then make 256 push over. There goes the first Jack. Now that second one's gonna follow in a second.
Yeah, so your large Bloodhouse really putting in the work.
That goes.
There he is, both of them down.
And now they're just gonna get surrounded in those Mad Cat. I expect high numbers here from the ER large Rancor and the Rifleman. One of the Riflemen does 2 legs. There's 2 Mad Cat. Down to just one of them against 4 of the PPB mechs.
Yeah, and the second you realize you have all DACA, their trade just out trades you. You have to push up like at the beginning when you guys are all fresh.
Yeah.
Could have went much better for them.
Like the same thing that PPB did wrong last match, where they realized, oh, they have more range, but then didn't capitalize on it early enough and bled too much armor at the start. That's what happened here again. The
Yeah,
Bloodhouse almost 700, one of the Riflemen almost like 650. Vampy doing 500, trying really hard, but you just can't win after you lose 2 Jags practically for free.
Yeah.
I mean, the breakdown there is pretty simple.
I guess
too.
they were kind of hoping that that PPB would just push into them, but there's no really reason for them to. They could just stay back. Eventually 256. They need the points. They can't just wait out the timer. So they push
Yeah,
at the end, but it's
256
too late.
really do need the points because they're fighting here for first place in their division.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go to a really nice map to HPG.
5 sniper direwolves versus 5 sniper direwolves.
Yeah, HPG with 500 tons limit, so you can take anything you want. That map chat is really dark. Who made this? Yeah, you can just pretty much like sit 5 direwolves up here or do something. But then again, those 5 direwolves would lose to 5 Pop-Tart Xy's, I think.
Probably. Yeah, if the Xy's.
Unless you
know what they're
have
doing.
really good aim. I think you need jump jets if you want to do anything pushy on this. Other than that, it's just long range. It's HPG, it's not that special. Let's see what the teams do. Of course, there's always like the option for Team 2 to go just pull out 5 Mislinxes if they see 500 tons from the other team. Which is really hard to play against if you just have 5 direwolves.
$550 mechs. What could they do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 200. They just keep going down. Like maybe 5 Vipers?
200, holy, yes, 5
Yeah.
Viper. No, they used Vipers before. 5 Arctic Wolves.
5 Arctic Wolves, maybe.
It's
Trying
the
to take
only other
Serens
option,
and
I think.
Wall.
Yeah, Vipers and Arctic Wolves, the only 40 tonners in Clan.
Yeah,
If I'm wrong now, I'm gonna be...
I think you're right.
Yeah, no, it's the only two. And it could also almost always be like a mix of mechs again, but 200 tons, it's really
Not
clear what they're
majority.
doing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're locked.
They haven't said locked yet, but they seem locked.
Maybe they're doing some like hardcore bait strategy.
I mean, they do have to lock first always, so it's not really a lot you can bait. And I think locking first at 200 tons is not the best idea. Because at 200 tons, I mean, there's not really
Okay,
a
now they're
chance
locked.
to bring
So
assaults.
they're bringing.
Holy. Okay, so PPB, what you do now is you take out the 5 streak summoners and you win the game.
Paddle pop, bros.
Can guarantee that's not it. It's Pax Bellum. It's the actual full name. Yeah,
Yeah,
going
so it
for
seems like they're just
500
gonna take
tons.
500, yeah. Either Kodiaks or Dyers.
I mean, Dyers could work, but 40 tonners aren't gonna be nice to play against. If you're in Kodiaks or Dyers.
Okay, yeah, they're just
I mean,
going for it.
Xyz would be fine, but both of those 100 tonners just can't pitch down enough, aren't fast enough. Let's see if they can do it.
It's kind of weird locking in 200 from team 1. Usually you would tend to see that on team
It's
2.
definitely a huge disadvantage stat-wise.
Yeah. Like if they were to just bring 5 streak mix. Maybe
Yeah.
they're streaked Direwolves, you never know. Or Spirit Bears with
Triple
streaks.
streak 6, 7-year large.
Yeah,
I have that built for ToS. I built it.
works out
It
perfectly.
actually worked.
Let's
It wasn't
see.
horrible. Quad Kodiak
Kodiaks.
and the Direwolf.
AC10 Kodiaks.
And yeah, dual Viper, triple Arctic Wolf. This is gonna be fun. Full rush from 256. So what's on those?
This, yeah.
So
AC10
Vipers, I'm
Kodiak.
assuming 8 heavy machine guns.
Oh, it's a Daka Direwolf.
Yeah, 8 heavy machine
5
guns. 8 machine guns, 5 heavy small. Okay, that's interesting. 8 machine gun, 3
Serums,
air.
I'd assume. Yeah.
SRMs, and interesting to go for the Arctic Wolf primes, which are slower than the Arctic Wolf 1, but they do get jump jets, so maybe not the worst decision. Kodiak AC10 PPCs. The Direwolf is UX10, UX5,
The-
AC10
The Kodiaks
PPC,
are going left.
AC10 large
They
pulse,
want to go through the left
and
gate.
2 LB10 to UX10. Oh, they're just
corner camping.
Oh no. Don't do this. Don't do it like that. No. No.
Then
They can't do
one
it with
Kodiak
if
with
they have to
Overwatch.
do it with all 5 mechs, and then they actually win against these Arctic Wolves, there's no chance. But if they have
These guys on the
like
top could just run over the Kodiaks on the top. And the
yeah,
ones on the bottom can't
Malstrix
do
is
anything unless
gonna
they.
die if they notice that he's completely alone.
Yeah, Hammer's probably gonna drop down once they get too close. Drop
Yeah,
down to
he
the pit.
can actually drop down to friends, but
He should be start backing up to his friends. His friends
I
don't
want to
have.
see what Amagi does here because Amagi has to. Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna go
He's
through
not
the
dropping.
tunnel.
He's fighting.
Oh,
I feel like it could have been
look
really
at what's
smart
gonna
if he
happen
didn't.
here. Amagi's gonna round the corner, but they're not looking. So he sees the second Kodiak. He's just gonna rush in.
Kodiak is just isolating himself. He has to go back to his team. He's putting in work on the Viper though.
He has to drop right there. If they push him, then the other Kodiaks and the Direwolf can surround them.
It looks like he's trying to drop, but he's just
That's
backed up against
number
the wall.
one.
Little
One Viper. Did he
block.
lose a leg at least? Yes, he did leg one Viper, so that's pretty big.
Moggy's turning the corner, but instantly running back.
Yeah, he does not want any of that. Oh, Monsoon. What? No. That's painful.
Oh, a 1v1 going on.
And
Top
left
of the
leg's
wall.
almost done.
Malastrix.
Arctic
he's gonna
Wolf's
get this Arctic
legged,
Wolf right here.
not gonna do anything against the Kodiak. Kodiak's also
Yeah.
legged, but he's not gonna drop. So you can actually do something against that Viper. Arctic Wolf's down. The other Viper is up top legged, so there's not much you can do. Yeah, that's not gonna end well for the Kodiak. It's one Kodiak.
Another Kodiak.
So
Down.
2 of them are down, but it's
Yeah, they're
the
completely
legged
fresh.
Viper can't do anything. That Arctic Wolf and Arctic Wolf's almost
Like
legged.
Kodiaks. Yeah, Kodiaks look like they win
Oh
this
no,
one.
it's just almost open.
I think the push could had a lot of potential. After they took the first Kodiak down, they should have went for the second one on the wall, and then at that point, there would have been a legged Viper, but then it would have been 4v3.
Yeah,
They were very uncoordinated.
you have to abuse the fact that those Kodiaks can't turn. You can't just trade with them. What they're doing right now is the worst thing you could do is trade with them at like 100, 200 meters.
Yeah, exactly.
You just get absolutely deleted if you
You're
do
just
that.
letting them farm you. You have to circle around them, try to get in their backs.
You have to get on them with 5v1 because they don't have a mobility. Yeah, it's pretty much just
back
a
shot.
question of time.
Medium leaders on a Viper. It's interesting. A heavy machine guns, 3-year medium.
Yeah, it's not even heavy machine guns.
Yeah, more mid range.
More ammo, I guess. No, they don't have more range. They're just more ammo or more heat.
Well, it's like the
sinks.
medium lasers over the micros.
Yeah, it still doesn't have enough trade to like justify that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I would rather take
definitely
like 8 machine guns, 5 5-year mediums. It's almost like there it goes. GG.
Yeah, GG.
And that's it for the set. PPB actually wins the set. And that's
Bring it back.
gonna lock 256 out of first place in that division and into second place. We see 400, 300, 300. Equal damage spread except for the Kodiak that got ganked early up top.
Yeah. That like they could have taken
Monsoon.
one down right there. And I feel like if they're a little more coordinated, the Viper wouldn't have lost their leg. And then they could have
Yeah.
went all 5
Equal
over
damage
the next
spreads
Kodiak.
everywhere. They
Yeah.
should have just rushed the top mechs because the bottom mechs can't do anything about it.
Exactly. In the
But
top
if
mech
you
position, so he couldn't drop down to the bottom mech. 'Cause if he dropped down, he would have been still isolated. They could still just jump down after him in the bottom
yeah,
mechs.
exactly. But if you go into those bottom like corners with Kodiaks up top, you're just asking to get farmed.
Yeah, exactly. But
Because you're just completely surrounded. You can't jump those Kodiaks up top anymore because you have to worry about not losing your legs. So yeah, GG's.
yeah, good games. Well played by both teams.
And I'll head over to Leagues 1 because there's a DIV B match going on.
Between GNX and Black Omen.
Yes.